to our guests, please get to your seats as we will be starting immediately when the countdown is done. So please get to your seats, and another reminder that please keep your coupons on you so that you can switch it for the food. Thank you. Sekali lagi untuk para tamu, mohon kembali ke tempat duduk. Jadi sekarang karena acara akan dimulai setelah countdown-nya selesai langsung. Dan peringatan secara cepat untuk kupon untuk tetap diambil supaya bisa ditukarkan dengan makanan nanti setelah selesai. Terima kasih. Kembali kasih.
Peace to me is a quiet mind and calm environment.
It's the ability to maintain your joy in the midst of chaos.
It's the moments where, no matter where I am, I could just look into the distance or just look at anything really. If I'm with my friends, I could just look at them and I just feel safe.
Peace is the opposite of war. Under a universal perspective, it comes close to love, unity, coming under a foundation of a common and mutual understanding. Under a personal perspective, peace is knowing Christ.
It's knowing that wherever I'm about to go, I know that even if I stumble, I'm still in God's path, and I know that for sure He will never leave me or forsake me. And also the peace that He's giving is not what this world offers.
Lord and Savior, and as we've been reconciled through Jesus Christ, through Jesus' death and resurrection.
When I'm in the bus, I just look outside. Even if it's gloomy, even if it's sunny, I just look up at the sky and I'm like, I feel safe. Like I feel like, I'm calm. Like, I'm in this moment for a reason.
Corinthians 14:33 it says, "For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace, and as in all of the congregation of the Lord's people." And also in Psalm 34, verse 14, it says, Turn from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. Matthew 5, verses 9, it does also say that blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God.
So it's just like John 14, verse 27 said, I'm leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart, and the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So do not be troubled or afraid. So that's the kind of peace that I have, which is translates to nothing that human can ever do, and that is what peace for me.
So that's what I associate peace with. It's just as children of God, we are supposed to exemplify and walk the talk, not only spread the gospel, but work upon the gospel.
I think right now the biggest challenge for me, preventing me from having peace, is just worldly distractions. With the economy going downhill, maybe talks of war, you can forget and what's really important in your life and what you already have, and you start to worry.
The biggest challenge, obstacle in finding and having peace comes from both the mind and the heart. The mind, basically, you are mixed with your emotions. You try to stay balanced. However, there are influences that sometimes affect our body, our mind, and sometimes our spirit if we're not strong in the foundation of Christ. So for me personally, I just want to advise that we have to be peace first with ourselves, because peace with oneself is a foundation of emotional and mental health.
And for the challenges, I'd say that even if we're receiving peace that we cannot see as a human or understand,
You can have fun with your friends and you can feel at peace. You can be alone and you can feel at peace. You can be sad and you can still feel at peace. But I think the hardest thing about getting peace is what it means to you, because everyone has their own different peace.
You learn to be at peace with yourself, then you can be at peace with others. And keep note that God has our best interest at heart.
After long days of work, it's hard to empty my mind due to the stress of work for the following day. And I'd say balancing my time with my hobbies and also balancing my time with God as well.
In terms of external, we do face war, we do face oppression, we do face calamities, and sometimes it affects our emotions, it affects our personal well-being, it affects our bodies. Sometimes we become not healthy. So we have to make sure that we are happy with who we are, and we as Christians can actually exemplify peace through charity, for example. So again, it's similar to what I mentioned before. It's walk the talk, know the gospel, believe in what you believe through the gospel, and in life we not only live for Him, but we live of Him, because He has died for us at the cross, and we are His children. Thank you.
Challenges for peace for me is because we're humans and we still see things with our eyes. There are real challenges in life that we cannot avoid, right? Such as pressure from people or from our bosses or the people around us. So I would say the challenges of peace is, pleasing other people rather than doing it intentionally for God, and also having that genuine, intention to help others instead of being seen of helping others. So I think that's the challenge for peace. But yeah, work at everything you do with all your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord, not for a human master. Colossians 3 verse 23.
And I guess the hardest part for me is sometimes I don't acknowledge that I'm at peace. Sometimes I feel like my emotions would tell me one thing, and I am in that emotion, but when in reality I'm at peace. So yeah.